Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
All right, let's get started on 24-hour temperature cast. Got a lot of numbers this morning, someplace in the lower and mid 70s. The air may just be a little tiny bit less humid today, just a little bit. And hopefully that means this afternoon when it gets so hot, and it's going to get so hot and probably stay that way for a while, well, maybe it doesn't feel as oppressive out there as it has been for the past couple of weeks. I do expect things to stay way up in the 70s again overnight tonight. We're not going to see much change with that, not anytime soon. I don't see a lot on the satellite radar composite screen for us this morning, and we probably won't see much here throughout the day today. So plenty of that sunshine to get those temperatures climbing, not a lot of showers to knock those temperatures down, and that's going to give us that long duration hot, as I like to call it. We're at 78 right now in Valdosta. We're at 76 in Tallahassee. We're at 73 in Thomasville. Those dew point numbers someplace between 70 and 75. So yeah, there's still plenty of moisture out there, and you certainly do feel it. But at the end of last week and over the weekend, those dew point numbers were frequently flirting with 80. Yesterday they didn't do that, and hopefully today they don't do that, which means this afternoon when it gets hot, we won't have that same kind of hot plus humid to give us all those really high heat advisory issues when we start to say it feels like it's 110 or more out there. So I don't think we're going to have that today, but I still think it's going to be awfully hot for a long period of the day. We're at 73 right now at Quincy. We're at 74 at Bainbridge. Moultrie's checking in at 75. Live Oak and Perry are at 77, and Apalachicola is the warm spot hanging on to 80. Not much of a breeze out there this morning, so we will be on the lookout for some fog. A couple of spots, especially to the east, where there is still that higher concentration of moisture. That's where we're going to find some of those reduced visibilities. Valdosta right now down to 3 miles. Everybody else up near 10. Now, I don't see any outstanding surface features anytime soon. There's actually some higher pressure, especially in the middle part of the atmosphere to our north, trying to funnel in some of that drier air, and that's where that comes from. You see on Futurecast, we get to the afternoon, a couple of sprinkles are possible, especially maybe like Highway 98 and south. I think the best chances to find showers will be to the south, to the east today. There should be a couple, but I think the shower chances are going to stay limited. That's why those long duration hots, as I call them, and I think we're going to have that today and tomorrow, and probably Thursday too. Maybe towards the end of the week we'll start to get a few better chances for some showers cooked up in there, and when that happens, hopefully that can lower some of those daytime highs. But we got to 98 yesterday. No reason we don't get right back there again today. This over here near the northern Leeward Islands, this is our latest tropical something, and this something is now named Ernesto. It's a tropical storm. Doesn't look super organized or any kind of real classic circulation yet, but yeah, I think you can see that circulation trying right up against some of those islands, not too far from Puerto Rico. And over the next day or so, as this continues to move quickly to the west, it will start curling north. So I think as it gets towards Puerto Rico, it starts heading north, and that means maybe like up near Bermuda by the weekend. We've got plenty to watch with this, but there's a lot in the way, so I don't think it's going to get much closer to the United States. Instead, Bermuda seems to be, or someplace near Bermuda, seems to be where this one wants to go down the road a piece, and it likely will get stronger as it makes its way over those open waters of the Atlantic that are still really, really warm. Now, on the Gulf close to home, we got a lot of hot and a lot of humid. The further south you go, the more humid it gets. The more you get over the Gulf, the more humid it gets. And that should lead to some showers. We'll put the winds out of the west 5 to 12 and the seas like 2 feet or less. It's 70s and 80s this morning. I'm calling mostly clear. That hazy sunshine will heat things up, and we'll quickly be into the 90s by noontime. And I think highs are going to get every bit as hot as they got yesterday. Lots of sunshine, lots of hot. Just a little less humid, so hopefully that doesn't make it feel as uncomfortable outside as it's been feeling. We'll keep it mostly clear tonight, mid-70s, and you see these 20 and 30% chances for showers. I think there can be a few. Eastern areas, southern areas with the best shots, but I certainly don't expect everyone to get wet. Most of us won't, and that means most of us are going to spend 4, 5, 6 hours with those really high temperatures. This seems to be the forecast for most of this week. Remember, in the summertime, we get a lot of stuck and stagnant patterns. This week's pattern, a little less humid, but still a lot of hot.